Alright guys, we're back with another podcast for your ear and eye buds.
But not for your eyes, really.
They're for your eye buds.
They're not.
That's what I'm going to call eyeballs from now on. Your eye buds.
Your eye testicles.
No, that's gross.
So, what's today?
Today is Thursday? Today's Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, guys. Mm-hmm. We're back, and we're gonna talk about
your speech patterns and how we can improve them over the course of the next few weeks.
Yeah, sorry. Anyways, we're gonna talk about Nintendo. That's what we're gonna talk about today. It's gonna be a little bit of a shorter podcast today, but we did want to go ahead and give kudos where kudos is due, or praise where praise is due. And just kind of talk about the Nintendo Switch because it recently just turned 1 year old.
I'm super excited about the Switch. Whoops, sorry about that. That was my foot kicking the table. Anyway, yeah, I have super long dancer's legs.
Hey, I have dancer legs. I have Tina Turner legs.
I have Tina Turner habits.
Yeah, you kind of do.
That wasn't a cocaine reference.
No.
That was a singing in the shower kind of reference.
Yeah.
So the Nintendo Switch just turned a year old, which is a big deal because they haven't released really a lot of bad things for it at all. But not, anything like the Wii U was.
I'm actually I'm really happy with the Nintendo Switch. I know, there's always people who like to bash on Nintendo when they first put out a console. Like, they did that with the Wii U. I know. They did that with the Wii U, but I seriously, I love the Wii U. Maybe I'm in the minority here, but...
Look, I got crucified the last time I said something about Nintendo, and I criticized the Labo at first. Or Labo, whatever.
Labo,
you guys tore me
Labo.
apart on that. But, at the end of the video, I did come to my senses. And I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool thing. But the thing is, I am also guilty about criticizing Nintendo right off the bat. And I hate it because then I always come around and I enjoy the hell out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But the Switch, I really haven't complained about anything except for maybe a couple of the release titles, which 1-2 Switch...
1-2 Switch.
That should have been a free game.
Alright, you know what? We need to give a disclaimer because we already know the Nintendo fanboys are going to jump down our backs. Yeah. But we want to go ahead and, at least I want to go ahead, I mean, I can't speak for you, but I want to go ahead and give the disclaimer that I'm a diehard Nintendo fan.
If you look at a room, you'll see nothing but Nintendo stuff because we love it.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I do have my gripes.
No, yeah.
And you guys tear me up because you see that one part and then you don't see the rest of the video where I'm like, oh, well, that was kind of stupid to say before, but, they're right.
Like, we got torn apart for that last video.
We did.
Absolutely shredded for that last video.
But you know what? I feel like I rightfully got torn apart because I really did not think that through.
No, but then towards the end, okay, so what we're referencing is we put out a reaction video on my channel when the Nintendo Labo was first announced, or Labo. I'm pretty sure it's Labo.
I think it's Labo.
What if it's Lab Zero?
I don't think that's the case.
But anyways, when the Nintendo Labo was first released, we did a reaction video. And, I mean, at first, yeah, the reaction was like, is Nintendo trying to sell us cardboard? But then, towards the end of the video, we're like, you know what? This is actually a pretty good idea. It's not necessarily a hit for us, particularly, but it's a good idea because it, obviously the target here is kids, who have more of an interest towards STEM, and, or STEAM, because arts is in there now as well. So it encourages that, and if it encourages that, then I'm 100% for it,
No, and I'm on board with that too. But going back to that, I have my gripes. Labo was one, and then it wasn't. But that's how it was when the Wii U came out because I was so severely confused about like, I don't know about you, but I was confused as hell when the Wii U came out. I already had my Wii. I thought the Wii U was a peripheral.
Oh, did you really?
I thought they were just releasing the gamepad.
Tablet? Yeah.
The gamepad. I thought that was just like, oh, hey, get the gamepad and make your Wii even better. It's like, oh, no. I know that you just got a Wii, but now you have to get a Wii U. You have to get a whole new system plus a gamepad, and guess what? Hey, gamepad only runs for like 2 hours.
I remember that E3 when they announced it, and I guess I was in the majority there, but I was excited as hell for that.
No, I was excited. I was just confused.
Yeah, no, I mean, I got that it was a new console, you know? And, I mean, my gripe with the Nintendo consoles isn't necessarily, like, the functionality or anything like that. It's more so the battery life of the actual system. Because even the Switch kind of has that kind of an issue. I mean, you gotta admit, the battery life on the Switch isn't that great either, you know?
No, it's not. It's not great, but for a handheld that runs that kind of power, it's really impressive.
No, yeah, I mean, it's definitely gotten a lot better. But, I mean, that's pretty much my only gripe. As far as, like, the actual system it goes, I love my Wii U. I do, you know?
There's a lot of titles on it that I like.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of titles that I could do without.
Like what? Like what? I'm curious.
Wii Sports, Wii Resort.
Well, I mean, yeah, those are kind of throwaway titles that not everybody likes, you know? I had a Wii Fit U for a while, and that did nothing
I never played
for
Wii
my
Fit.
That did nothing for my
Actually,
workouts.
you know what? I take that back because Wii Bowling was pretty fun.
Oh yeah. Wii Bowling was fun. Yeah.
But tennis, like,
yeah,
with the motion controls. Also, we're going to go into a little bit of an unpopular opinion segment a little bit later on, but that's going to be later on.
I know what you're thinking of already.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely know what you're thinking of.
But going back to the Switch, it just turned 1. I'm super excited for it. It's had really nothing but great titles come out.
Yeah.
It's had, a brand new Zelda. You have a brand new Mario title. You have all kinds of ports coming, like Doom and Skyrim got ported.
Yeah.
For some reason, L.A. Noire.
I know. I never got that. I mean, I liked L.A. Noire when it came out, but it's not like it was this big, like, oh my gosh, I gotta have it on the Wii U. I mean, on the Nintendo Switch.
I agree. No. But a lot of the other games, like, dude, they're coming out with all new a Street Fighter collection.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty excited collection. About that.
There's a new Kirby title.
Yeah, which I mean, we actually got to play a lot of these when we went to San Diego Comic-Con. We played a lot of these because I remember I whipped your butt in that Street Fighter collection.
You beat me in pretty much everything except for arms because you threw out your arm.
Because I actually threw out my arm playing arms. Fun fact, by the way, you guys are going to think we're stupid. I didn't tell you this, okay? So remember how we had, like, an issue with ARMS? I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of ARMS when we tried it, right? But that's because of, like, the motion, the motion controls.
Right.
I'm just not a big fan of motion control almost anything. It almost never works the way that it's intended to. So...
You're kidding.
So, looking at you, PlayStation Move. Xbox 360 Connect.
Oof. Wait, how can you not
all.
like the Star Wars dancing games?
Oh, God, no. We're not even going to get into that. But, having said that, where was my train of thought here?
We're going towards...
ARMS. So, we made a comment about how we weren't really big fans of ARMS. You know what Oscar told me about it? Because that was our main concern, right? Was motion controls. You turn the motion controls off.
Well, no, I figured that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, you can't blame me for being confused, because when Star Fox came out, and, like, I think at the tail end of 2016, you couldn't turn the motion controls off.
Oh, really?
That was the way you had to play it.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I'm just learning that. Well, that saves me money, because I wanted that game really bad.
Please let me know if I'm mistaken and I'm just an idiot. But I tried to turn those motion controls off and I could not.
No, but there's a lot of other games that can be praised. I mean, I could go on and on. Like Splatoon 2 is... I know a lot of people had a gripe with it.
I love Splatoon. And like Splatoon 2, just... What I will say about Splatoon 2, I love the game, but it felt like DLC for the regular Splatoon.
See, I'm okay with that. But if I did feel that way, though, if I felt that it was DLC, I wouldn't have paid full price for that.
But did you play the original Splatoon?
Mm-mm.
Well, that's why, though.
No, I know.
You know, like, it felt to me like it was awesome DLC, but it just kind of felt like the DLC that they were already releasing for the Wii U, you know?
No, that's true.
But I appreciate it anyways. I'm grateful for it anyways because I do love Splatoon, you know? And like, I don't have an issue at all with Splatoon 2. It just feels like additional DLC to me. That's it. Which, again, I don't have a gripe with it. I'm cool with it, you know?
What would you say right now is your favorite game?
On the Nintendo Switch?
Uh-huh. Like, considering everything that's come out, not things that are coming out that you may or may not have played.
Okay, so, admittedly, I haven't played a lot of the titles for the Nintendo Switch. So far, we've only played Super Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2,
The Sonic...
Sonic Mania, Overcooked,
which I believe that was a port. Was it?
I'm not sure if it was a port. It seems like it could have been a PC game or something like that. But anyways, I'm not sure if that was a port. What else? We did Stardew Valley, Night in the Woods.
I never played Stardew Valley.
I played Stardew Valley. I really wanted to get into it, but it just couldn't do it, fam. I mean, I thought for sure, I like Harvest Moon. I like Animal Crossing. I thought for sure that was a shoo-in for me, but whatever. I personally couldn't get into it. Anyways, your whole question. I'm sorry, I'm getting way off track.
I was waiting for you to circle around that street there.
And my favorite Nintendo Switch title that I've played so far has been Super Mario Odyssey, for sure.
Yeah.
That game is damn near perfect.
No, totally. No, I agree. Mm-hmm. I wish I could say Zelda, but we haven't played.
We haven't played Breath of the Wild. Yeah. That should be our next purchase.
But you know what? Going back to the original point, keep doing what you're doing, Nintendo, because it's so good.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited too. And today, at 5 p.m., we have a Nintendo Direct that's coming out as well.
We do. So, I was thinking that they're going to talk about Mario Tennis. Is it Mario Tennis Aces?
Aces. Yeah.
Mario Tennis Aces.
Which, by the way, the logo is a blatant ripoff off of Acer. I'm sorry, it is. Look up the Acer.
I don't agree with her, but...
I'm sorry, it's a blatant ripoff.
Ooh.
Hey!
Oops.
That's my bobby pin!
Sorry about that.
If you guys want to know where all your bobby pins go, ladies, your boyfriends mess with them and throw them around.
Or give them to the cat. But, yeah, I'm excited about that. Then we have the Direct coming out. Damn. Just a couple hours.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about that.
My predictions. My predictions.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my god, this is a disaster.
No, it's not.
This whole thing is a disaster. We're so unprofessional.
What if it's muffled? I hope it's not muffled. Whatever.
We
we'll deal
are
with it.
horribly unprofessional. You can tell a lot of care and work goes into this.
Hey, we're working with what we got.
Poe.
Because we're Poe.
It's true. I'm not gonna say we're broke.
But we Poe.
But if you see us on the street, give us $1.
50 cents maybe.
Whatever you can. This is
okay.
This
no,
is my
we are not.
panhandling
We are not panhandling on the internet. That's not happening.
I don't want a sandwich. I want $1.
We're not doing this right now.
Or a sandwich. We're panhandling on the internet.
No, we're not. We are not panhandling on the internet, guys. This is not a low that I thought I would reach. Okay, this is not happening. If I'm gonna panhandle, I'm gonna go out there and do it.
We do it on the street with dignity.
With dignity. Anyway.
Oh boy! But anyway, I have some predictions for the Nintendo Direct, which I think are going to be Detective Pikachu, Mario Strikers Aces.
You keep wanting to say Strikers.
Mario Tennis Acers.
Yeah.
Aces.
Mario
Tennis.
Tennis Aces.
Tennis.
Tennis.
Tennis de Mario.
Tennis de Mario.
That's what I'm calling it. And
Okay.
then there's one more thing. I don't think they're going to touch on the Pokemon RPG.
I think they will.
I think it's too early.
You think so?
I think if they
Okay.
do touch on it, I think they're going to do it this summer.
That's what she said.
Just because the big announcements that are going to be this summer are, I think, the online Pokemon RPG.
You know what they might talk about? The subscription service.
Do you think they might do that now?
It's that subscription service is supposed to come out in 2018. They haven't mentioned when in 2018.
Well, they
yet.
did.
When?
Originally, it was supposed to be November.
Oh, yeah?
It was supposed to be November. I think they moved it to spring or summer. No, not spring. Definitely summer. Or mid-2018, something like that.
Yeah.
But it was supposed to come out later, and then Xbox dropped their subscription service.
Well, if it's definitely coming out in the summer, I mean, we're in spring. We're right around the corner from that. I'm pretty sure that... But then again, in Nintendo fashion, with Nintendo Directs, they've always been like... What I love about Nintendo Directs is it feels like a mini Christmas. Because a lot of times they're like, oh, by the way, bam, here's this thing. You can download it now. Or you can download the demo now.
It's true. But honestly, I don't know what to expect because the last...
Okay, sorry.
The last Direct that happened was a mini Direct. That wasn't even a full Direct.
No, yeah, but what I'm saying...
And then they announced the Labo, which was a huge thing.
Yeah.
You know, it ended up being like this huge thing that nobody saw coming.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was like, oh, it's going to be this and this and that. And then Nintendo's like, cardboard!
Y'all are cats.
So I don't know what to expect. I just really do think they're going to talk on Detective Pikachu. Because, hell, man, Toys R Us already has, like, the box art up on their site.
It's definitely possible. I'm hoping that they'll talk on Pokemon RPG, because I'm really, really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Detective Pikachu, too, but I was really hoping they'd talk on that. I'm thinking they're probably going to talk about the new Metroid title, also. That's a possibility. But beyond that, I don't really have much more predictions other than Mario Tennis Aces. Which I'm excited about that, too. I've always loved the tennis and the golf Mario games.
Oh.
With me.
That is some iced down coffee. Some watered down coffee. But we'll see. We'll see what they get to today. We were thinking about maybe live streaming it, but
We might.
we may.
You know what? If we end up doing it, it'll probably be like on Instagram Live or something like that. Yeah. For now, yeah. For now, we'll keep it like this, but we will touch on this next podcast, though. We'll just, talk about what they talked about in the Nintendo Direct. So we'll make sure to do that. And then you make fun of me. I don't want to hear it.
And I think the last thing I wanted to touch on today was, before we go into our unpopular opinion segment, which I'm sure...
You're moving farther away, and the microphone's here.
Which I'm sure the internet's going to have fun tearing me apart, all 22 people of you.
Yeah.
Or 22 people of you, all 22 of you that watched this video.
We got like 60-something views, so it's 60 people.
We're on our way to 1 million.
You know what, though? I bet most of them were us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just like us going on different platforms.
Yeah, right?
It's just like... Phone. Laptop. We got more.
Tablet.
But the last thing I wanted to touch on was Kevin Smith.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Dude, that is a scary, scary thing.
Yeah, man. I remember I woke up for work, and in case you guys had not heard, Kevin Smith suffered a massive heart attack, right?
Massive heart attack.
Yeah.
Apparently, he had like 100% blockage of one of his arteries.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which, usually, that's called, I believe, the Widowmaker, because that's the one that takes you.
Yeah.
And, man, for him to be just alive and kicking right now and to have, honestly, a sense of humor and a good attitude about it, he's a lucky man.
That's just crazy to me because, you know, I was telling Bobby this because that's the first thing I read when I woke up, the night after it happened. That's the first thing that I read, and it just, like, messed with me a little bit because, you know, most people do love Kevin Smith, and I'm sure so many people are super inspired by him, but I know me personally, Kevin Smith is who inspired me to take my career towards entertainment, you know? Like, specifically, it was Kevin Smith, and he's just such a positive, encouraging person. Like,
yeah.
yes, he does his films and he does his podcasts and all that stuff, but the main theme whenever he's doing these live shows or whenever he's doing these podcasts is just to encourage people. And what director, filmmaker do you know of that encourages other people to follow their dreams on that caliber, you know? And he's such a, like, down-to-earth, like, just, he's the genuine...
Like, he wants you to be included.
Exactly, you know? And
like if you're standing over there, you're doing something cool over here, he seems like the guy who's like, oh, hey, you know, come on over.
No,
you don't have to be left out. We got something over here for you.
Yeah, no, and it's like, it's very hard to find that genuineness, you know? And, like, I have his Tough Shit book over there, and, like, I'll pick it up sometimes and I'll read it whenever I need, like, encouragement, whenever I need, like, a kick in the ass. Or, like, sometimes even, like, I'll just watch his movies when I need a kick in the ass to remind me of, like, hey, look, this is the reason you wanted to go into this career, you know? And it was just kind of sobering, you know? Because, like, you think of Kevin Smith as this big... Like, at least I viewed him in this big, like, untouchable, like, as a big untouchable pillar,
yeah,
you know?
You know, he's still relatively young.
No, he's still very young.
In his mid-40s?
I think mid to late 40s, you know? But that's still really young.
Yeah, you don't think that, like, you won't be touched by anything until your late 60s, early 70s at least.
Yeah, and, like, the issue with him, too, it's like, you know, obviously Kevin Smith was overweight for much of his life, you know?
He was a big guy. And
in the past few years, he's definitely made the changes and he's lost, like, a ton of weight, you know? But a lot of time, the damage is already done when you've, you know...
You know what? That's it's a good reminder to, you know, take care of yourself, to, you know, try to eat better, not drink 5 coffees a day, or, you know, get out, take care of yourself, and also appreciate the stuff that you have, because, I mean, God, he could have been taken right there. It
was really just a sobering, like, wake-up call, because I think we get so, I know, speaking for myself, I get so wrapped up in the everyday, I mean, big problems to me at the time, but they're everyday small problems, you know, for the most part. You know, whether it's worrying about finances or worrying about your career or worrying about, you know, where you want to be in life or whatever your day-to-day struggles are. I get so caught up just worrying about that, you know? And, like, we don't stop and think, like, dude, we're mortal. I'm not promised tomorrow. I'm not promised into the next hour, you know? Like, anything can happen. Something can happen to me. Something can happen to you. And, you know, it's like, we don't know that. So why not take each day? Like, what I took away from that is why not take each day, make the most of each day, and really just appreciate what you have in that moment, you know?
That's true.
I don't know. That was my takeaway from it, you know?
I mean, I think you had a lot of good things to say there. And I think for me, it's kind of, you know, I did this whole ENT thing basically because you got me back into that, and I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty discouraged, about being here. We moved away from California, so we could try to rebuild, our lives together here, and kind of upon entering, we're just like, you know what, we really need to be in California to benefit us both.
Yeah.
But, after hearing that, it's kind of like, you know what, man, you gotta kick it in the ass. You gotta put it into high gear and just, whatever, man. If you made one mistake, don't let it stop you.
No, yeah. Absolutely. And then, like...
So I want to do ENT stuff over there.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, admittedly when it comes to us, like, we've gone back and forth on where we really want to be for a while. And I think a part of it is, I mean, you were talking about it the other day, but I remember, what was it? Oh, I was watching Fuller House. I forgot to tell you this. And Aunt Becky was talking to Stephanie, and she was like, sometimes, because, okay, I'm going to go into a little bit of Fuller House here, right? So Stephanie Tanner is like this DJ, right? And she travels all over the world, like DJing, right? But then she has to go back home, right? To help DJ with her kids,
Wait.
Yes,
DJ Steph goes and helps DJ?
Yes. So so Stephanie is DJ Tanner. Okay. She's actually DJ Tanner. But anyways.
How lazy did you guys get?
Anyways, point is, right? She decides to basically come home and help her sister, with the kids because, she needs...
God, I am burning.
I know. So she decides to go and help DJ with her kids, And so she was talking to Aunt Becky about how she used to travel the world and all that stuff, And then Aunt Becky told her, it's like sometimes you have to travel the world to know where you belong, Something along those lines, It takes going to different places to realize where you're really meant to be,
sure.
So, like, when they said that, I was like, that really applies to us. It applies in real life in general, like, not even with geographical places. Sometimes it takes you... There's so many people that I know that start their lives in one career, and then they move into another career, and then they find something completely different, because it takes you going to different places to find where you're really meant to be,
It's true.
I feel like we really got away from that.
No, we got away from all of our points today, and you know what? I'm going to keep it going like that.
No, I
want that to be a theme.
It's good conversation,
I have a horrible attention span, so I'm always going to just trail away from my original talking point. Sorry.
It's okay.
But honestly, with that said, I want to move on to one last thing. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to freaking say it.
What are you going to say?
The unpopular opinion of the day.
His unpopular opinion of the day, by the way.
Yeah, my thoughts don't reflect her.
Yeah.
Skyward Sword was a super dope game, and I love it. Fight me.
Hey! That's my Star Wars blanket.
Sorry. I feel like I had to throw something.
What I will say about Skyward Sword...
No. We're going to let them decide.
Okay, but I want to provide commentary on it, too. And then I want to give my own unpopular opinion that people are going to, like, crucify me for. People are going to crucify me more than they will you for this one.
Why?
Okay, first of all, let me just give a small little bit on Skyward Sword, right? Excellent game. Horrible mechanics. That's all I'll say. That is all I will say about that. The mechanics ruined it for me.
I had a blast initially playing it with the motion controls, just because you have bad guys coming your way and you're just like, and you only see Link just doing this. I just thought it was super funny to like spaz out and you just see him like.
Okay, so my unpopular opinion of the day, and you know people are gonna like lynch me for this, right?
The Bee Gees are favorite band in the world.
No.
Oh.
Majora's Mask is a horrible game that I hated. Okay, you know what? I totally get if you guys liked it, but I could not stand Majora's Mask. It did not feel like a Legend of Zelda title to me.
I'm gonna admit something right now.
And I hated playing it.
I've never played it.
Good.
I've heard great things. I've heard that it's one of the darker ones.
But that's fine. I'm all for dark. But it did not feel like a Legend of Zelda game. Do you want me to spoil something for you?
No.
Okay. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. But even in the first 5 minutes, I knew I wasn't going to like that game. And I didn't. I absolutely did not enjoy that game at all. Just like I didn't enjoy Twilight Princess.
Have at her, boys.
Wind Waker was the best. You never even played Wind Waker.
I know. I was gonna say my favorite.
What was your favorite?
A Link Between Worlds.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which kind of an updated, awesome Link to the Past.
No, yeah, it was a good game.
But I think that's where we're probably gonna leave it today.
All right, don't kill us too much, you know, like
or do
spare us
or do no, tear us apart because only about 35 people are gonna watch us.
True.
33 of which are probably gonna be us.
Yeah, true.
So, you guys have a day. I don't know.
Have a beautiful day.
Or
have
don't.
a lovely day.
Or don't. Or do.
Have a lovely day. You want to get some metallic spray paint?
Yes. What? Oh, to spray the mouth.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to go huff it in the...
Oh, hey, shut up. All right, guys, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. But we're going to go off.
We're going to go eat.
Yeah, actually, I'm really hungry.
All right.
Fun?
Yeah, come on.
Pollo?
Yeah. I'm just going to unclip this. We're going to go.